Hey guys, it's Rebecca. Welcome to season 2 of Live with Rebecca and Amanda. We're so glad you joined us, and this broadcast will be on replay for 24 hours, barring any technical difficulties. Throughout the broadcast, Amanda and I will be inviting you to ask any questions you have about anything, about photography, about Instagram, about business, about whatever you want, really. So we are really trying to be a little more organized this year and try to keep this to a 30-minute, to this season, I should say, to 30 minutes, and to cover some topics, some specific topics each time that we announce in advance. So today's topics will be, I will be sharing with you some of my favorite tips from years past that the cameramama community has shared, things that will hopefully be very applicable during this holiday season. And Amanda will be sharing some tips on how to craft the perfect caption. And she is just about, hey, how are you?
You look so fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
You have your fall dew going on here.
Yeah, my hair lady was like, you need to be red. And I was like, I don't want to be red. And
no, she was right.
So I finally was
hair lady was right.
Just do what you want. Just do what you want. And I was like, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're totally right. I've got a little, I'm dark over here. I might switch my little situation here. But hi. Welcome.
Hi.
Yay,
So great to see you. I'm so excited for season 2. This is so fun. Amanda and I always have so much fun talking. And if you aren't familiar with our live show, I'm Rebecca. I'm the founder of cameramama, and Amanda is the founder of Photographer Hack and HubHack. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what Photographer Hack is and what you teach and offer through Photographer Hack and HubHack, just for those new people who haven't been here before.
Well, a lot of my members have heard about me from you, but I run yes, definitely. I run a membership community called HubHack. My public, which you can probably see on your phone, my public Instagram account is Photographer Hack, and I am the type of person that I am super, super busy. I am a mom of 3. I'm always running around like a crazy person. I'm a total hot mess, and I'm always looking for better ways to do things, faster ways, easier ways. If I can do something fast and easy, that's the way that I'm going to do it. And so, and that kind of applies to all sorts of weird areas of my life. But I started doing a 365 project back in 2016 and started figuring out the whole Instagram thing around that time, and just started to figure out ways and research ways to make things just easier and quicker and more effective. And so in a nutshell, what HubHack really does at its core is I put together hashtag lists. They're copy pastable. They change every single day. I send out a weekly newsletter. And right now I have about just under 700 members, which include all of your favorite photographers out there. So I'm really lucky, and it's been super fun, but it's been around, I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary from 2016. So, and Rebecca and I have been friends, forever since then, right before we became friends. And so, yeah, and I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited that y'all are here.
So what are some of the trends you're seeing right now on hashtagging? Tell us some trends.
Well, and that's what we're going to get into.
Oh, okay. So should I not go there yet?
Oh no, that's a perfect segue. You're just ahead of me. What we're going to talk about today, and I kind of teed this up. I emailed my people, you emailed your people, and we're going to talk about either inspiration for thankfulness. We're in the month of November. For our friends that are outside the U.S., for us in the U.S., November is a month where we really look forward to celebrating Thanksgiving, which is honestly, it's a holiday for family to come together. eat a lot of food, a lot of
All
food,
about food. All about
watch
food.
football, sleep and nap. And so that's what we Americans do. But the whole month is really dedicated to thinking about what you're thankful for as we are coming to a close in the year, thinking ahead to a new year. It's kind of a good time to kind of just, think about those things. And so we're going to be talking about thankfulness and gratitude, specifically as it relates to Instagram. So we're not just going to go off on weird tangents about what we're thankful for, although I'm thankful for you, darling. But we're going to talk about, because you are the founder of CameraMama, a huge, amazing hub that you feature other people's photos. And the way you get featured on CameraMama is by using their hashtag. They have a main hashtag, which is just hashtag CameraMama, no underscore. Don't put an underscore in there. I know the username has one. Don't do it.
I know it was taken. The other one without it. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. And then they have a theme that they announce every Sunday. You get a little sneak peek if you're on the CameraMama email list. So subscribe to Rebecca's email list.
Thanks, Amanda. Thanks for the plug.
There you go. And then also, so you do a theme every single week. And so this month, most of the themes, not all of them, there's a lot of different themes, but most of the themes revolve around this idea of family, thankfulness, gratitude, gathering, everything that you think about when you think about Thanksgiving as one of our holidays here in the US. So.
And we were talking, when we were planning this broadcast, Amanda was saying that thankfulness can be kind of abstract. And so one of the keys to getting featured during this month by not just CameraMama, but all the other hubs too, is to craft your captions. So I'm really excited to hear what you have to share about that. And this week, our theme on CameraMama is a little different than the normal thankfulness. It's CM underscore share your face. And show your face.
Okay.
You know better. Show your face. So, and the reason I picked that was because next week is World Hello Week. And so if you prepare now for, the World Hello Week, you can maybe even get featured again more broadly. And also I love, it's kind of the same idea as like, the Get In 52, which is an ongoing theme, but, I always love seeing the faces behind the photos. It's so fun. It's so fun to feel like you're connecting on a different, just getting to know the people behind the photos a little bit more. So and lately, since season 1 wrapped of our show, I've been working on some really exciting projects. The latest one is for our CameraMama Premium members, and it's a feature video, and it's featuring Annie Smith, and she is the master of posing women. She has photographed, okay. I mean, she is so fast, you would not believe it. So her niche is she has photographed lots of women who are survivors of trauma, over 1,500 of them. And sometimes she's at a retreat or something where she only has 5 minutes with each woman, and she is expected to deliver 10 to 15 images with 5 minutes. And she's amazing.
I can't do that.
I know, I can't do it either.
Couldn't even possibly. That stresses me out.
we just filmed this whole video with Uli. Uli was in town from Munich, Germany, and we filmed, and so that's going to be dropping soon. So I'm super excited about that, and it's going to be it's just crazy how she gets that many shots that quickly, and they're super flattering. So anyway, I'm excited.
Posing women is a challenge because if you're a family photographer, maybe if you're not a women's portrait photographer, but if you're a family photographer, you're taking pictures with mom in the frame, or if you're a wedding photographer, the bride, right? I think learning how to pose women well and flattering is important, because if mom doesn't like the images, or if the bride doesn't like the images, you've lost. I mean,
true. So if you got,
And I used to be obsessed back in the day. Like I'm talking, we're going way back now. I think we're going back to like 2012, 2013. I was all obsessed with Sue Bryce, and that's her.
Oh, yeah.
That is her thing, right? She's got a CreativeLive
Yes.
course, the 28-day boot camp or whatever. I love Sue Bryce. I love her. But I've taken all of her CreativeLive on how to pose women, and there is an art to it. And there's an art and a science to it. So I'm excited about that. It's Annie. What is her last name? Where can we find
Annie
her?
Smith. You can find her at Annie Creative, or #Fly is her nonprofit organization. But we'll be emailing everyone and talking about it on the feed very soon. So anyway, I'm super excited about that. And then today I'm going to share with you guys some of my favorite tips from years past. Because if you don't know, like we have now like 4 or 5 years of tips that you can look up easily. Like if you read, you know, if you want to look up the tips of the week, you can go to the website, or if you want to see all the tips from one particular photographer, each person that we feature has a specific hashtag. So if you look at the bottom of the caption, you'll see CM underscore and the name of the photographer. And you can, like, if you're like, I love that person's style, I'm in the market for a new lens, you might check out their particular hashtag and be like, okay, well, what are they shooting with? And if I was wanting to go that direction, how would that work? So
I use that all the time. That is so cute. We've mentioned this before, and every time we mention this, we get a lot of people that are like, that is such a great idea. I have used that so many times. Like just an example, Meg Loeks is killing it with her Veterans Day inspired.
Oh gosh.
As per usual. But
yes,
like if you want to learn more, and she is so generous about what she shares, if you want to learn how she's editing, what presets or maybe actions is she using, what lens is she using, you can go to #CM underscore Meg, and do you put that other little underscore in there?
Yes.
Underscore NLO. You can go to that. Just go to cameramama's feed and just
we just featured her, and in fact I counted up how many times we featured her, and we feature her all the time because she is so generous. Well, her work is gorgeous, and she's so generous with her tips, and she's she's just so helpful to learn from. And so we have over 68 tips just from her. So
I mean, that's a treasure trove. So just click on that hashtag, and if there's an image that that pops out at you now, your mods are going to ask her different things. They're going to say, did you use a flash? She's known for using a ProPhoto flash, or tips for shooting in backlight. What lens did she use? What, how did she edit the image? And just, Meg is always super, super generous and very detailed in what she provides. So that's a treasure trove. Definitely do that.
Happy Veterans Day, by the way. So
if we have any veterans, or if your partner is a veteran or is serving, will you guys just let us know? I would love to know. I would love to get a shout out, because
I would too.
Meg is an easy one to feature, and obviously, but we want to call out anybody.
You know who is one of our curators on Cameramama? Kristen at Kiss the Swirl. She herself is in she serves in the military, and so does her husband. She is a doctor, and she's so inspiring. She's just like Superwoman. So she's awesome.
I don't know how she does it all.
I don't know how she does it.
We've got one here. Let me see here. Oh, wow. All right.
What?
So let's see. Kayla Cone Photography says she learned her camera in the Air Force as a photojournalist. I mean, I want to be in the Air Force. I'm a photojournalist, or like, that's amazing. That's
Rose
so cool.
Finch Photography is a vet. Oh wow,
that's awesome, you guys.
I'm writing some of this. I'm gonna Rose.
Sophia Grace, yes, thank you. Yay, thank you guys. Rose Finch Photography. Lora is on from Triple Love Lucy. Her husband is a retired Army Sergeant Major. Nice, very nice. I didn't know that.
Kayla
that is awesome,
is in,
you guys.
Public affairs. This is so cool, you guys.
So awesome. Yeah. Thank you guys. That's amazing.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And someone is asking, where are you from? I live in Boise, Idaho, and Amanda lives in Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah.
Yeah, but you'll hear Wisconsin come out every once in a while. I hail from the great state of Wisconsin. It's not Wisconsin. I'm not from Boise.
Boise.
It's Wisconsin.
And I grew up in the Midwest, so I feel like my accent is more like Midwestern a little bit. I don't know. Or my non-accent. But anyway, I want to show you, like I mentioned, we have a treasure trove of past tips on the website on cameramama.com. And I'm going to share some really fun ones from years gone by.
Yes, and you guys, this is inspiration time.
Yes.
You know, I got to be honest with you. I mean, as you probably know, there's nothing new under the sun when it comes to art, photography, anything. You can draw inspiration, and I'm just loving what you have up here right now. You can draw inspiration from these pictures. You know, obviously we don't encourage you to like outright copy them, but if you do, so let's say this image, which I am adoring right now with all the
I know, it's so cute.
So if I wanted to use this as inspiration, let's say I got an image of my child in a similar way. What I would want to do in my caption, we're going to talk about captions later, who is this? Doreen. So if you took inspiration from Doreen, would you give her a shout out and tag her in your caption, not on the picture, but in the caption, just say, hey, this image was inspired by DoreenHookey. And is it Hooky or Hokey? I'm sorry.
I think it's Hokey. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So I know I now wear readers because I'm like an old lady. Looks like DoreenHookey. Yeah. Sorry guys. I'm an old lady now. But yeah, you can draw inspiration from all of this. And so many of the trends that we see on Instagram are inspired, and everyone just kind of takes off and people love it. So I'll let you.
So true.
I'll let you go for it.
This is such a cute and fun photo from Doreen, and her tip that she shared was that in this shot, she had her son lay on a big square pillow under the window, and she spread the apples from their trip to the orchard around him, and she used her 20mm wide angle lens here.
Oh wow.
And stood directly above him. And she said this was one of the things they tried, but she said he was laughing like this because the apples were really cold. And she said those are the shots she ended up loving the most. And
I love it. It's the expression makes it all.
I know. It's so cute. I mean, that is just adorable. And she said her other tip that she shared was she likes to keep her shutter speed around 250 or higher with kids since they move a lot. And I just love it. It's super cute. And then here is one. Oops. So I decided to pick this one to share because our theme this week is Show Your Face. So this is a self-portrait from DanaWalton, and I believe she had like a whole article on her in Click magazine. Is that right? She's amazing.
So if you're not following DanaWalton,
she's
stuff is awesome.
I know and guess what? This was taken with her cell phone.
I know. Taped
to her ceiling. And she has this really cool thing she does. She just makes this cardboard shelf. And I believe she has an article that shows exactly how she does it. So go follow her and go check that out if you want to take photos from your ceiling. And she says that the reason she used her iPhone and not her big camera is because she wasn't able to get high enough with the 14mm, which is pretty darn wide angle.
Yeah.
And she didn't have a tripod, and she was worried that she would knock herself out if her camera fell from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You know, we've mentioned this on the show before, but Carolyn Mara also does that. She tapes, like with duct tape.
Oh yeah.
She tapes her cell phone to the ceiling. So if you're not following Carolyn, she is super creative, really very outside the box, very cool stuff. So Carolyn Mara is another one that does the same thing. We'll duct tape her cell phone to the ceiling, and her shots are amazing. So
yes, it's so fun. So I just want you guys to know, if you're watching, like, don't feel like if you don't have a big fancy DSLR camera, that you can't take amazing pictures, because I mean, you can, and it's so inspiring to see what other people are doing. So awesome, Dana. And this was from Clearback, in February of this year, so not too far away. And then these are a little bit older. I wanted to share, these are cozy, kind of Novemberish images. I think the theme was togetherness for this one. And I'm like Jessica, I love shooting. This shot is from Jessica Demers. And I love shooting with backlight. And I loved her tip that said she likes to underexpose so she can retain the golden light in the background, and that she usually uses a radial filter to lift the exposure of her subjects while she's doing editing afterwards, so that she can get the exposure correct. So I loved the underexposed tip there from Jessica. And then look how cute this one is from LizAndersonBradley.
Hilarious. She's another one I love her stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And Liz, I got to meet Liz.
I see 4 little pumpkins. How many little pumpkins do you see? I count 4.
Yes, for sure. And Liz is like a super awesome person. I got to meet her at Insta-Inspire. And
I didn't. I don't think I did. Oh, that was the year that you went and I did.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And she is like this. I mean, she's super impressive in so many ways. So anyway, she says when she edited this one, she did it in Lightroom and she bumped up the contrast and clarity, adjusted the tone curve, and split toning. Now, I would like to learn more about split toning personally, but I don't. But knowing that she used it here makes me want to play with it a little bit more.
Oh, it's fun, girlfriend. You
I
know
need
what?
to try it.
You can do it to add some really unique color toning, but where I think it comes in handy if you're more of a clean editor, because you have more of a clean editing style.
I'm more of a clean.
So you don't want to go too crazy. But one thing that if you have color casts, or like if someone is wearing a hot pink t-shirt, or if they're like, if someone's holding a pumpkin and that orange is reflecting up on their skin, so example, if I'm holding a now this is not the image where you do, but just picture this. I'm holding an orange and the light is reflecting up on the shadows underneath like my chin or something like that. And it looks kind of orange and weird.
Yeah.
In Lightroom, you can go to split toning. You can select the shadows and you can reduce that orange, or you can add in whatever the complementary color would be to orange, which would be what, like blue or green or something like that. And so you can really, working with color casts, you can really do some cool stuff, because you can separate out the highlights from the shadows and add different colors in those areas. So
awesome.
It's a cool thing to know how to do. So
maybe we could do a tutorial with you. So anyway, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Oh, is it my turn? Let me see what time it is. And oh my gosh,
so hopefully those tips were helpful and fun for you. And just if you want more tips, check out the website and look at all the tips from years past. So it's a treasure trove of great stuff. So I'm super excited to hear what you have to teach us about writing captions.
Yeah, absolutely. So real quick, I wasn't trying to be rude like while you were, but I'm over here typing, because one thing that I do, I've got my laptop pulled out. One thing that I love to do anytime I'm looking for inspiration is I go to my Instagram search bar. And so you said one of those was from the theme Togetherness. So I typed in CM_togetherness. And when was this from? Oh my gosh, when do you think this was even from?
It was from November of 2017. So 2 years ago.
Okay. And you can see, and again, it's going to show recent posts, top posts, but you can get a lot of fun inspiration just by going back to old themes. So I was kind of trying some things. I was doing CM Thankfulness. Is it CM Thanksgiving? I'm trying to remember some of your old themes. But anyway, that's a little tip. If you're looking for inspiration, just use that Instagram search bar. That is like my best friend. I do a lot of stuff in there. So
yes.
Anyway, yes, captions. Yes. So real quick, I wrote an entire article on this on my blog. So you can find it at photographerhack.com/Instagram-captions. Instagram-captions. So you can find it there. And I looked at that this morning in preparation for our talk. And it's very general, but I want to speak specifically to the fact that so many of the theme hashtags for this month and in the coming weeks are going to be related to thankfulness and gratitude and that type of thing, and ways to get featured. So one thing that I know from being a mod, I'm not currently a mod, but maybe you can speak to this as well, is when you're looking through the hashtag search for your theme hashtag, looking for someone to feature. You're actively wanting to feature someone.
Yes.
And sometimes it's really obvious when someone has misused a hashtag and it just doesn't make sense, right? So if your theme is black and white and you see a color image in the grid, you're like, well, I'm not going to feature it. You're not even going to click on it. If the theme is show your face and you see a picture of, you know, two little cute boys with pumpkins, yes, it's a cute image. It is a cute image, but it's not appropriate to use a theme tag when it's not at all relevant to the image, right? Because you're going to swipe right through that. You're going to scroll right through. You're going to be like, that doesn't count. That doesn't make sense, because you're looking to feature from a theme. Now, if you love the image enough, you might feature it, but you know, that person really should have used your main tag, not the theme tag. Now, thankfulness, gratitude, that type of thing, as you mentioned, is kind of abstract, right? It's subjective. And so the key is, if you take away one thing from my babbles, is that you have to use the word. I'm going to introduce you to my dog, because you haven't met my dog yet. I got my dog this summer. You must, he's going to ruin my big moment right now. You must use the word in your caption. So let's say you're thankful for your puppy dog. And for him, except for when he's barking. But let's say you're thankful for your puppy dog, okay? And so you take this adorable little shot and you post it to your Insta, and your caption is something like, oh, my cute little dog, whatever. Yeah. And then you use the hashtag, you know, gratitude, thankfulness. You're using all those hashtags. If I'm a moderator and I'm scrolling through, I might see an image of a cute little puppy. I'm go, ah, and then like tap on it. But if in your caption, you have not at all said anything about the fact that you're thankful for him, or that you're so grateful that this mangy little beast has entered your family. So if you don't ever even say anything, it's not featurable for me. If anything, and again, I'm just, forgive my honesty here, as a moderator,
that's why we love you, Amanda, for your honesty.
I'm just going to be honest here.
Good.
But all of your moderators and all of the moderators for all of the hubs, this is a volunteer gig. They're busy. They're busy. They have jobs. They have lives. They have families. They have, you know, they're busy, right? So don't annoy them. Don't waste their time. Don't hashtag something to the thankfulness theme tag, and then you're not even giving them a chance to feature you if in your caption you're not even saying, I'm grateful for, I'm thankful for, you know, so help your moderators out, help yourself out. If you want to get featured, which I assume that you do, which is why you're using the hashtags. If you're using that bank, and I'm thinking about my HubHack members here, if I give you a bank of hashtags, and there's probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 of them that are related to gratitude, thankfulness, Thanksgiving, tell us something in your caption. You don't have to be a good writer. I get people that go, I'm not a good writer. I don't know what to write. Just honestly speak from the heart. Like, just say, you know, I am so grateful that I have this fluffy little crazy dog who makes me smile. Yes, he frustrates me sometimes, but I am so grateful that I have this little dog and he's made our family complete. That's what I would say to you in person. That's what I would put in a.
I think that's a great point. When I'm doing my family yearbooks, I don't, I like to have some sort of caption, but I don't want it to be like so crazy. So I think exactly that. What would I say if I was talking to someone in person? Oh, this is when that happened. Like, just use exactly how, if you don't want to, you know, some people are, their writing is so good, it is kind of like intimidating. You're like, oh, I'm not going there. But yeah, just exactly what you said. Do what you would say if you were talking to someone in person. I love it.
Yeah, and speak from your own perspective, because here's the thing about Instagram, and here's what people like Meg Loeks do really well. Not only does she show up in her feed so that I can see her face, and again, I'm not trying to be weird or creepy here, but I follow her on Instagram because I like her. I don't have some weird, creepy, I mean, her kids are adorable, but I don't have a relationship with her kids. Like, you know, they're adorable, but that's not why I follow her. I follow her because I like her. And so in her captions, she's speaking from her perspective, from her point of view. And I think they really work. So if you want caption inspiration, she writes very witty, funny, heartwarming. I've talked about this before, really heartwarming captions, but she writes them from her perspective as a person, as a mom. They're very relatable. So you don't have to beat yourself up about, oh, I'm not a good writer. I'm not a good writer. And here's the thing too. Two quick tips for people that go, I'm not a good writer. First tip is save a draft or write your caption out in like a note or something beforehand, and let it kind of marinate on you for a while. You know, I know that we're busy, and so a lot of times you're like, you're going to post it and boom, you know, and you post something just as quickly as you write a caption for it. But if you can give that caption a little bit of time so that you can kind of tweak it and think about what you want to say, a little bit of time goes a long way. And then secondly, what I would say about it is that like anything else, like photography, editing, like anything in life, the more you practice, the better you will get. And so if you just say, I'm not good at captions, and throw up your hands and say, I'm not going to write a caption, or I'm just going to write like, you know, just something really generic and something that doesn't connect with a reader or a viewer, you're never going to improve. So I would challenge you to think, you know, you don't have to write a novel, you know, but think about your captions, think about what you really want to say that's uniquely about your perspective of what that image, why are you posting that to Instagram? Why did you want to post that? You know, sometimes I'll see an image without a caption and the image is okay and everything, but I'm like, well, why did they choose that? Like, if that were my image, would I have posted? Like, what was it about that image that spoke to your heart that made you go, I want to post this on Instagram for everyone to see and for me, so that I can look back years from now and go, that image meant something. What did it mean to you? What were you doing that day?
You know what? I think,
why is that important?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think on social media, authenticity is king. So be yourself, and that will draw people in, because people can spot fakeness from a long way away.
And not just fakeness, but like I mentioned before, if you feel like you're, I can't even know how, but if the only caption you're going to write is, you know, a boy looking at a tree, like, you know, just make it something that will connect with somebody.
You know what, if you don't feel like, you know, you have the words for it, I think, well, I don't know what you think about this, but I think posting a quote is a great choice, because
I love quotes.
Then you can borrow someone else's words to share how you're feeling. And I think, in fact, Meg Loeks posted a quote with her Veterans Day post, and I think I really liked it. It was something that I hadn't heard before, or I think it said something like, freedom isn't about doing what we want, it's about having the freedom to do what we should, or something like that. But I was like, oh, that's inspiring. I really like that.
Yeah, song lyrics. I'm a big song lyric person. Songs speak to me, so I do that. So if you don't have the words, just writing something that will really connect with someone reading it, rather than just a blasé generic something, you know.
What's a blasé generic example? Like, what would you say?
You know, I don't know, because I don't know, but just something that basically, if you're just going to describe the elements of the image as if you are writing it for SEO purposes, you know what I'm saying? Like keywords. So if there's a picture, I'm trying to think. Okay. Oh, I found one. I'm on CM Togetherness, and I found this adorable image. 2 little kids underneath a beautiful tree, fall colors, adorable little blanket, adorable image. Who is that? It's by Jamie Iltz. Duh, of course. It's by Jamie. This is from 2017. It's adorable. Jamie's a friend of ours. I love her. But let's say her caption was, I'm not even gonna look at her caption, y'all, but I'm just gonna say, what if her caption was, my 2 little girls enjoying the fall breeze, or something, like just something kind of.
Okay, so that's your example of generic.
Right.
Okay.
Just describing what's in the image. I have eyeballs. I can see what's in the image. Don't tell me what's in the image. I can see what's in the image. Tell me why that was heartwarming to you. Tell me something about that spot that's special to you.
Okay, so tell a story.
Tell
a story that's not about what's apparent to your eyes.
Yes. Too obvious, right? I should have said that in the beginning. Yeah, you nailed it. Too obvious. Tell me how it felt, not what I can already see. I can see that. I can see what
yeah.
You know, just for fun, I'm gonna see what her caption was. This was a loop post, so she had a quote in there. And it's tough with a loop post because the loop posts have a script. So it's happy. So yeah, I'm not going to beat up Jamie for this one, but there is an adorable Anne of Green Gables quote in there. I'm so glad to live in a world where there are Octobers. And again, the quote, you know, but if this were not a loop post and Jamie were posting this, she could either just use the quote, which is adorable, or she could tell us why this is such a special image, you know, from her view, because we're connecting with her. I'm not connecting with her daughters or her kids. I want to connect with her as a person and follow her. I want to know how she felt.
That's a great point. That is such a great point, because I think that's what social media is all about, is connection. And, you know, I think those images stop us, and then those captions draw us in and help us really get to know the people that we're connecting with. And, you know, sometimes social media gets a bad rap, but I think it depends on how you use it. And I feel like for me in my life, the thing that makes it most meaningful to me is translating those online friendships and connections to real life friendships. Like,
I know.
You know, so it's just so fun. And so that would be my challenge, is to, you know, show who you really are. And so that you can get those connections that really give back and make your life richer and more wonderful. So yeah.
Very true, honey. And how is it that we've gone? We said we were going to keep it real quick. This is, I know it's backwards. It says thankful. I love this shirt. I wear it like every day. It's clean in October. November. What? November. Sorry.
Where did you get it? I love it.
Oh my gosh. From Instagram. From every time I see like a t-shirt, we'll call this the after show. So let's pretend we ended the show at 12:30 like we promised we would.
This is the after show.
The after show.
Roll the credits.
I see a t-shirt on this. I am so obsessed with t-shirts
and
graphics, t-shirts and stuff. And so if you sell t-shirts that have anything to do with like tacos, guacamole, anything of that nature, I will buy it. Like I just buy stuff. I love Posey Row. She's awesome. Her stuff. I can't remember what company did this one. But and then
you've got to look it up and do a story on where you got it, because I love it. I want one.
I'm into the graphics. Figure it out from the tag. Not that I can like read it. Bennett, Ben, here, Ben.
Oh yes, we must meet your doggy.
Because we've met your Pria and Parley all the time. Yes. Come here.
And they are out in the yard right now.
Oh,
Jojo. Oh my goodnesses! Look at. Wait. Tell me all about your baby.
This is Bennett.
Aww.
Bennett is just too distinguished for him. We named him Bennett when he was like 8 weeks old. And so we were like, oh, he looks like a Bennett. But then Bennett just seems very high class, and he ain't high class. So I said that we should, you're going to get mad at me. I said we should rename him to Leroy, because he's much more of a Leroy, and he has an underbite.
Oh, he's so cute.
Like that. Hi, Judith. Hey, Lora. Marianne. Hey, you guys. Yeah. So
we want to close up of Ben's nose.
His nose.
Hi, Ben.
He's so funny. He's so fluffy. I tried to get him groomed, but they just were like, yeah, we can't even groom him. His hair is like, it's like 5 inches long. When I put him in the tub to bathe him, he's like half the size. He's so funny.
Hey, wait. Stand by. I'm going to go get my puppies so they can meet your puppy.
That's hilarious.
Okay, hold on. Stand by.
You're so silly. Look at that underbite, y'all. Is that amazing or what? So the vet says it's not a big deal. At first I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, he's funny. He's a mini golden doodle. He's such a doodle. He's a big doodle. So his mama was a 7-pound. This sounds really cruel and sick, so forgive me, okay? I didn't do it. I don't know. His mama was a 7-pound toy poodle. Oh my gosh! Oh, do you see your friend?
Oh, look, there's Ben. Look, it's a doggy.
Oh, and yours are all nice and groomed. That's Pria, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she's all nice and groomed. So yeah, his mama was a 7-pound toy poodle, and then his daddy was a 55-pound golden retriever, which that sounds weird, but he's so sweet. You're so sweet.
This is Parley.
Say hello. Hello.
Parley, look.
But I had to get him because Beth from Sea Salt and Evergreens, her dog Pocket, I was totally obsessed with, and then Shannon Hike has, I think, 2. Does she have 3? She's got maybe 2 doodles.
Oh.
Carly Hooper has a doodle. I think Victoria West has a doodle. So it was just the trendy Instagram thing to do. So here I am with my doodle.
Oh.
But he's so funny. He's so funny. He's sweet.
That's so cute.
He's a sweet boy. Yeah, Mary, I don't know if it was real or not. I asked the vet. I was like, can a 7-pound dog mate with a 55-pound dog? Like, can that really and the vet was like, oh yeah, it can happen. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, this is baby. There's my
Come here, baby. Wait, we gotta come back up.
Okay, so funny.
Oh.
Are you
joined us for the after show?
Insta famous now?
Yeah, Parley and Pria have their own Instagram account that is run by my daughter, who's 13.
All right, I'm gonna let you down now.
So, but anyway,
do you want to go down?
Mine wants to go down too. Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will announce what our theme for next week will, or what our topics for next week will be. But we're always open to your suggestions and questions.
Yes. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know for sure. I'm excited for December because I think we'll have a lot of fun. There's a lot we can talk about.
You know, I think I'm going to talk about next week is, I don't want to skip over Thanksgiving or anything, but I'm going to, you know, I think a lot of people start decorating and stuff. So I'm going to talk about bokeh tips next week.
Good. Very good idea. I've got a lot. You know, I've got a lot. Hey, one thing that I love. So I bought, I've been on hiatus from buying photography classes because I'm so busy that I never get around to them. But I bought the collaboration with, did you see that? With Meg Loeks, May Burke, and Ginger Unzueta. And it was all about gratitude. And I have to say that once again, I still haven't like really dived deeply into it, but it was all about gratitude. And in this breakout, well, it's not a breakout, it's just a little class. They share some of their favorite family, like Thanksgiving recipes and stuff.
Oh,
so maybe fun. Next week we can, but you know, next week is not Thanksgiving. It's late this year.
Yeah.
So it's late this year. So maybe you have a favorite recipe you can share with us just for fun.
Oh, okay. I'll share. My recipe this year is, guess who's making Thanksgiving this year? Whole Foods.
Oh, you. Well, it'll be good. It'll be easy, right? It's all about family. If you're in the kitchen freaking out and cussing because things are burning, it's not fun. You know?
Well, it's a non like I'm a hunting widow this Thanksgiving. My husband's going to be hunting in Montana, and my kids are with their dad, and so I'm going to be going to Utah, to Salt Lake, and spending it with my brother, who's single, and he's house sitting in this really nice house, and my parents are coming, so it's like we don't want to like cook in someone else's kitchen. Yeah. And we thought about going out to eat, but we're like, we really just want to chill, and so I was like, let's just order it. So I looked online last night, and you can get a Thanksgiving dinner for 4 for $60, or is it $69 from Whole Foods.
Awesome.
Boom.
Rocket. Yeah.
So I'm like, that works.
There's the Amazon guy not coming to my house.
Oh,
but
darn it.
About to go nuts.
I also wanted to say, if, this is the season of, you know, writing your list of what you want. And so if you haven't gotten our free gear guide, check it out on cameramama.com. You can you can get it sent to you. It's a 15-page PDF that goes through my gear recommendations. And that is like the number one question people ask. So anyway, if you're looking for ideas on what you want in your Christmas tree, send your husband or yourself.
No, you're talking.
You're good. Anyway, I'll let you go. It's so good to see you, Amanda. I'm so glad I got to meet Bennett. And thanks everyone for tuning in.
Bye. Bye, hun.
Bye, guys.
Oh my goodness.